So this is the first day in a week I felt good enough to get them out here to the river. Before I leave the house, exactly, I read the George Richards article. This is not a knock on him. He's just reporting what he's being told. Apparently the Panthers are nervous. That's right. Our President's Trophy winning team is nervous. This is the playoffs, by the way. Did you guys not know that? The six games against the Islanders where they blew 3 in overtime, that didn't get them over the nervousness. Being allowed into the play-ins when you didn't deserve it against the Isles. Losing that game, that series in 4, that didn't get us over the nervousness. Losing in 6 last year to Tampa apparently did nothing for these guys. Do you need a cookie? Do you need a blankie? The best I got for you is a support St. Bernard. And my support St. Bernard says, get your head out of your ass, Panthers. The time for nervousness is over. You're either grown-ass men or you're not.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right. So, Game 4, Panthers Capitals. Let's breathe through this. Now, last time the Panthers won a Game 4 was 2016. This channel didn't exist yet. And we beat the Islanders in Game 4. And then we proceeded to lose Game 5 and Game 6 in double overtime. Well, one was overtime, one was double overtime. Or maybe they were both double overtime. The point is that there was a lot of overtime, which is what I'm predicting for tonight. Panthers 4, Capitals 3. Hopefully just one overtime. Let's just say that. We might be in for a late game here. Now, no lineup changes is what we all saw on Twitter today, right? Coach did mention I might make some change to the lines and the pairs, which, if history serves as any guide, he will change the bottom 2 pairs on defense and still leave Weegar and Ekblad together. So, they're saying all the right things, with a few exceptions, some things that I didn't really think that would be things that they would be admitting right now. They're talking about how they're nervous. There's been some nerves. And Brunette was saying, hey, Washington knows how to win, and we're still kind of figuring that out here. I'm just curious how long it takes to figure it out. That's a genuine question. Now, Barkov, Huberdeau, Ekblad worked together for that 16 series against the Islanders. Now, then we had the play-ins, and then Ekblad was not in the lineup last year against Tampa. To be honest, the 16 series against the Isles, that was really the closest we got. Right? That was 2-2 series. And then the overtime games came, and John Tavares happened, and then Huberdeau got hurt in the preseason, and Gallant got fired. I started this channel October of that year, so it was right after we had made the playoffs. Looked like we might be able to grow into it and make some noise. That was that core's first time in the playoffs, and we set ourselves back as a franchise with getting rid of Gallant and changing too much too soon in terms of going towards the analytics. So they're nervous and they haven't quite figured it out yet. All right. I can hear that. No, I'm trying something new here. Okay? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, as adults, and even you kids who are kids, I don't like to call people kids because it sounds disrespectful, but the younger people who watch my channel, we all have experienced in life when we don't get it, we're not getting it, you can't get it through our thick skull, and then boom, like a light switch, oh, and we get it, and it's as if we never didn't have it figured out to begin with. You see what I'm saying? You forget that you didn't know what the hell you were doing. You forget that you didn't have things figured out. It's because as soon as you get it, it's so blatantly obvious to you. You're like, oh, how could I have not figured that out? And you move on. So, I don't think the Panthers are going to lose another game in this series. I think at some point tonight they're going to figure it out. 4-3 Panthers in overtime. And they're not going to lose another game in this series. And I know that that's not what a lot of you are used to. And believe me, if it doesn't go that way, you can't blame it on me for being negative. We'll put it that way. But for some reason, and usually this is when you end up right about somebody. For some reason, even though I have no proof, that Barkov is going to get pissed off and sick and tired of getting pushed around, I don't really have proof that Bobrovsky can turn it on in terms of, a playoff series, with the one exception that the one series he had. I don't have proof that he can become Vasilevsky. I'm not liking Bob. This is not his fault. I don't really have proof that Huberdeau can really elevate his level of play, okay, in the playoffs. He doesn't look bad. He looks the same. But we need better. I don't have proof that Ekblad can put this team defensively on his shoulders in the playoffs. I certainly don't have proof that Mackenzie Weegar won't make stupid mistakes in high-pressure situations. Don't have any proof that Brunette's going to figure it out and press the right buttons and make the right moves and maybe call a timeout in the appropriate moment. I don't have proof for any reason to believe that this team is going to win tonight and win the final 3 games of this series. But that's what I'm calling. I cannot sit here and lay out a logical case for you. I can point out, I could sit here and talk for an hour about all the reasons why. It sure as hell doesn't look like that's what's going to happen. But we're going to win this game 4-3 in overtime. And then we're not going to lose again. Not in this series. So, I guess we'll see if I'm Nostradamus or not. All right, so 1-1 after 1. Let's go over a couple of things here. He did make some lineup changes, made some marchments on the top line. I actually like that idea because that maybe will open up some space for Barkov. We need somebody on that top line to do some dirty work, and Marchment seems like he could be the guy. They actually broke up Weegar and Ekblad. Unbelievable. Finally get it done. Sherratt is on the top line. Weegar is with Forsling. And wouldn't you know it, it paid immediate dividends. The goal that we scored was started off, I don't believe Sherratt got an assist, but it was started off by him making a hell of a defensive play in the defensive zone, getting the puck, getting it out, and the puck in the back of the net. Now, what I will say is, Aaron Ekblad, I love you, kid, but you got to get those shots through. Now, credit to Washington that they're blocking those shots. But if you are the last guy back, you've got to make sure the shot gets through your guy, or else it's no different than Weegar sitting there fumbling the puck and turning it over at the blue line. You see what I'm saying? Luckily, the breakaway that we had, Huberdeau came all the way back and helped break that up. But that luck's only going to last for so long. Ekblad, if you don't have the shot, man, put it into the boards. All right, I know the intent is different, and it's a different play, but the result will be the same thing. You've got to get those shots through. Other than that, I'm sticking with my prediction, but I just still, other than that one period of time in Game 2, we just don't seem to have our energy. Guys, just not quite there yet. Maybe all the sunshine and rainbows will come in the second period. Alright, so 1-1 after 2. I would be absolutely beyond shocked if this game did not get to go to overtime. Now, I said 4-3. Wouldn't surprise me to see 3-3 tie here at the end. Panthers played a really good second period. Can't get the puck in the net. Power play doesn't look terrible. A couple of things. Anthony Duclair and Claude Giroux have just completely just dropped off the face of the earth. I don't know if Duclair is hurt, but he looks nothing like the guy who just played the rest of the season with us. And Giroux just looks like he couldn't connect the pass if his life depended upon it. It's just every pass is off. Every pass is off, no matter who it's going to. I don't know what the hell's going on there. We kind of need those guys. Defensively, we've done a good job. I cannot praise goaltenders in the middle of the game. All we can do is continue to play like this and get one in the back of the net. We're going to need a dirty goal. We need an Achari, Hornquist, Marchment style goal or two. And this is all the marbles on the table now.
We are going to overtime!
Alright, so normally I don't do a post-game segment until it's post-game. But since we have 20 minutes until overtime, and I need something to take my heart out on. My heart was just, I went dark on everybody. Stu's texting me, my brother's texting me, Dad's texting me, Kyle talking to me. Nobody could get a freaking word out of me. I went dark on everybody. I can't do this. I said we were going to win. Now I clearly got the score wrong. It's 2-2 instead of 3-3. I said we're winning in overtime, and damn it, we're winning this game in overtime. And we're not losing any more games this series. I'm sticking to it. Like Stu said, you can't really fault the effort tonight. Do they look like the over-emotional 7-goal team? No. But I can't really fault the effort. I still cannot praise the goaltender in the middle of the game. Maybe this gets them together. Maybe this wakes them up for good. We've played good defensively. We've had our chances. Still too many times I'm seeing where we've got the puck on our stick where we've got a shot and we're waiting for the pass. Still trying to pass too much. Not taking enough, just throw it at the net type of shots. But whatever the hell it is whatever the hell it is. And we're going to overtime. And since I absolutely refuse, even on Twitter, when they scored, I thought about making one of my normal, regular, negative comments. Instead, all I said was Panthers in 6. That's what I said at the beginning of the video. I'm sticking to it. Let's finish this off. That's 2! That is 2, people! Yes! 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 I know that was more claps than goals, but I'll take it. Oh! What did I tell you? What did I say? So I had to score 1 goal off. Whoop-de-doo. I said we're winning this game in overtime. No matter what happened, I wouldn't go freaking negative. I just wanted one game. One game where we just stuck with the plan and made it work. How many times have we blown those overtime games in the playoffs? Oh, yes! Panthers in 6. I said it before the video. I said it on Twitter. Panthers in 6. They were going to figure out how to win this game. They will not lose another game this series. That's it. The series is over. And that's no disrespect to the Washington fans who will be in the comments. It's not what I mean. But we're not losing another game. Not this series. I've seen enough. They've seen enough. Carter Verhaeghe, who's been getting some heat other places for kind of disappearing, didn't disappear here today. That's for damn sure. Oh, and then of course they had to review the goal. Uriel was in the crease, but it wasn't really goaltender interference. So, we'll take it. Let's put it this way. If for you Washington Capitals fans, if you want to call that goaltender interference, how about we go back to the moment where you guys took Bennett's head off and didn't get a call, and it led to the second goal. So why don't we just call it even? The series is even. The calls are even. Let's just call it even here. Oh, wow. Because nobody was going to be able to function if we lost this game. And now, it's a best-of-3 series. We've got 2 of them at home. We're not going to need to, right? We're going to come back Wednesday, Game 5, going to take this momentum, and then Game 6 may be another overtimer. By the way, to all of those who said the Panthers win fake games because overtime doesn't really, it changes in the playoffs. How about all of that? How about all of that noise, everybody who was saying, we're fake because we win a lot of 3-on-3 games. When this team decides to play the way you've seen, it's pretty damn hard to stop. And I will give Brunette some credit here. Couple of things I liked. I liked Marchment being inserted on the top line. Even if it didn't end up that way and it doesn't look like it made a big difference, I still liked the move. Obviously, the defensive pairs. Please, if he changes the pairs after this, what did Washington... Did they have 20 shots on goal? The Capitals? If he changes the pairs after this performance, somebody please steal his pants so he can't show up to the game. All right? You finally made the right move. Uyghur with Forsling, Ekblad with Sherratt. It's not rocket science. The guy was in the top pair in the team that went to the Cup Finals last year. We've got him. It's not hard. This is not difficult. But he made the right call, so I'll give him credit. He didn't wait too late. And I'll just leave it that way. Just leave it that way. The only thing I will say is Ryan Lomberg needs to be in the next game. To be honest with you, if you want my honest opinion, I haven't really seen a whole lot of Hornquist this playoff series, and maybe getting a little bit of energy in there with Lomberg if you want to leave Achari in. But Lomberg needs to be back out on the ice the next game. And the rest of the lines, it don't matter who we put with who because the passes are all off. Giroux is not having a good playoffs. Now, he was involved in the tying goal. I believe I saw him on the ice, but he's not having a really good playoff. All right. We pulled it off. We pulled it off in Washington. The series is tied, and I don't care that I said Panthers in 5 before this series started. I don't care that we talked about it for months about how we're not even going to have a problem in the first round. I don't care. I don't care that they were nervous. I don't care that I got a head cold and a sore throat. I don't care. We're winning this series. We're not losing another game in this series. And one of the biggest things as a Panther fan that I was fearing was the Rangers and Shesterkin. That don't look like it's a thing. So I'm ready. I'm ready to put this shit behind us with the not winning a playoff round. You go home, you win game 5, go back to DC game 6 and put this damn Capitals team out of its misery. You guys had your time. Stop screwing up with my Panthers time. Alright? That's enough of that. It's my time now. It's our time now. Ovechkin can win, and after the Panthers have won a couple of cups, if Ovechkin wants to win when he's 40, let him win again. That's fine. Alright, guys. Oh, yes. I don't even know why I'm just clapping. I'm just clapping. Ah! Oh! Okay. Stu and I will be back in the morning with a more coherent review of the game. And then what's tomorrow? Well, tomorrow's Tampa and Toronto. I've been recapping those games. Appreciate all of the new subscribers, the new supporters. This is great. I'm loving it. I wish we could just have hockey every day. We do for a while, but eventually there'll be, days off as the series get dwindled down again. But for now, we can look at it, Panther fans, like we had the momentum in this series. We know we can beat this team. Let's do this. Let's finish this off, get over this hump, and go see who we're going to get, Tampa or Toronto. All right? But this now becomes fun again. Carter, friggin' Verhaeghe. I'm just going to clap. I'm just going to keep clapping. That's it. Until the video is just over, whenever that is, when I end it, when I edited it, when I cut it, I can't speak. 2 points, 2 victories, whatever you want to call it. I'll see you guys in the morning with Stu. I'm delirious.